Good evening. This lighting is terrible again. I never check these things because I'm a terrible, terrible YouTuber. Just like my friend John Delarose.
I'm a great YouTuber. What are you talking about? I've got a whole like panel thing now, like the quartering does. I've got a whole shill down. It's great. Hit that like and subscribe button, everybody.
There you go. Did you hear
There you
that,
go.
John? I called you my friend, John Delarose.
My good friend Mike S. Miller. I'm
My
gonna up
good
the
friend,
game.
John
Yes.
Delarose.
How you been?
I've been well. How are you?
I'm excellent. Let me find the link here
I
and
just got back home from Vegas. I really just haven't had it in me to get back to work today. I took the kids to the pool at my mom's house uh, and I keep intending to get to work, but I just can't muster it. I was in Vegas this weekend at a Metaverse Expo. Had these shirts made, which
that looks awesome.
right,
Cool. Oh wow, front and back too. Sweet.
yeah, dye sublimated. I got
Wow.
in a day late to the show, but we still handed out about 200 of them. Yeah,
Wow.
giving them away because I'm a high roller now. So I give away very
Did you put it all in
expensively
black when you
made
were out
dye
there?
sublimated shirts. Now I just hand them out for free. I don't go to cons to make money, John. I go cons to make connections. I go cons to press the flesh and build the community. So
I used to a little. The Comic Con scene might be a little different. I don't know. Like I kind of just gave up on it.
yeah, well, okay. So for 20 years of my career, I would go to the occasional Comic Con and sell a little of this, a little of that, and just mostly be there to like hang out and talk to friends and meet people and that kind of thing. And then 10 years ago, I discovered that you could make a lot of money at cons making art prints. And so for a solid 6 years, that supplemented my income. Like I was making 2 to 3 times more money doing conventions than I was drawing comics.
Wow.
So yeah, I was
That must
doing
be nice to be an artist.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
like literally. This does not work for writers, people.
No, none of this works for writers. I'm just like,
Yeah,
all right,
like
cool.
Marv
Art
Wolfman
prints,
is there.
okay. Yeah.
Marv Wolfman is there at his desk with a pile of copies of his scripts.
Ooh,
Like
that's hard to
this
do.
is his prints, right? I have a pile. Would you like to buy one of my scripts? I'll sign it.
I
No.
mean, I could sell my books and that's about it. Like I've
Yeah,
noticed.
but
So
I'm Marv Wolfman.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sign my comic.
Same
So
thing. Like NFTs, it's like, what do I do? Like, do I sell my NFT scripts? Like, I mean, there's not really a good way to do this on the writing end again. So
oh, look at this from Booster of all people.
I never behave, Booster. That's a given. I've been instructed by my handlers not to swear on this channel though. So
Yes,
we're
I'm
gonna
his
do
handler.
that. Yeah.
Anyways, haven't seen a mic stream in forever. Kale, is it Kale or Chill or Shale?
I'm not even gonna try.
Not even gonna try. No?
Hmm.
Come on,
Ch-
you're gonna.
Chale?
Anyways, let me
Shay?
introduce you
Okay.
to those who don't know you on my channel. This is John. This is John Delarose, as
Hi.
it says.
Let me see if I'm banned in your chat. I think I am.
Are you?
I think
That's
so.
entirely possible. John and I
Let me
have a
type
bit of
something.
history. Uh,
Let's see. Am I banned? Let's see if this comes
let's
up.
find out. Let's find out.
Okay. I don't see it coming up.
Did you post it? Did you?
Yeah. Oh.
Only I would invite someone to stream on my
Yes.
channel who is actually banned from my channel.
Banned
All
again.
right. Let me go to my YouTube studio. Wax rhapsodic for a moment, John. While I
I'm being gatekept, chat.
Where do I even go? Content, playlists,
I don't.
analytics.
It's not easy to do, as I recall. It's like
Settings?
it's like not intuitive. Maybe it's
Yeah,
settings.
because I've done this before. I went and I unbanned everybody like apparently except you, at
Except
the
me.
beginning of the year, a couple
Yes.
years ago. And because I was like, look, everybody gets a fresh start. It's a new year. I'm sure you can all come back and be decent people. And
Not me though.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a mistake. That was
Yeah.
all right.
um,
Members? No, it
I don't
wouldn't be
know how
under
to do
members.
this. I'm looking on mine just to like see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, channel at
It's too
Alex.
much work.
Yeah, this is great YouTube too. Maybe we could do a
Yes.
how-to video.
Everybody's super excited. Yeah, exactly. If
I'll,
you just relabel this,
yeah, there you
then
go.
yeah, then you'll
How-to
get 1,000
videos do
clicks.
much better, by the way. So maybe I should. Community.
That sounds
No,
right.
not
There's a
community.
community section. How do you find community? Are you on
No.
the studio dashboard?
Oh gosh, dang it. Customize
Chan-
channel? No.
General channel.
General?
No,
Who's
no,
general?
general. Oh, permissions? No, not permissions. Community. Oh, I see community. Yeah, it is community. There's hidden users. So you've got in
Where?
community. So if you click on settings and then community,
Wait, start at the beginning. YouTube Studio?
YouTube Studio, settings, community, and there's a community tab on settings.
Settings. Community.
And then you have moderators up top, and then
Oh my
approved
gosh.
users. I don't even know what that means.
Half of
And
these
then
people don't even come to my channel anymore. Why are they moderators?
I wonder who's a moderator on my channel.
Let's
Wow,
find you. All right.
who's this guy?
You have a number of
I have a dead guy as a moderator.
42 more. All right, what's your name on YouTube? Is it just John Delaro?
John Delarose, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction.
Oh yeah, introduce yourself. Why don't you?
Hi, I'm John Delarose, and I'm I don't know what do I do. Hi, Gary Shipman.
He's an artist. No, wait, he's a writer.
No, I'm not an artist
He
at all.
paints pictures with his words.
Sorta. I tell other people to make pictures out of my words, I guess. But I also write novels, so I actually do real things. Yeah, we're a boomer stream now. That's right.
Yes. We probably should have thought.
I have a lot of people blocked in my chat. Wow.
I'm recognizing. I have Spirit Scar blocked.
Oh look, I have Panboy Soy Child. He's gonna stay blocked.
What the heck? I
wrote-
don't see you on here.
Ro Kabir, he's gonna stay blocked.
Can I search?
I'm JON, not JOHN.
I know.
It's
I
know. Welcome to Drawn and Quartered with Mike and John. By the way,
I have
It's
comic
just-
book 1 is blocked.
it's just a different John. Comic book 1 is blocked. Unblock him. He's a nice guy.
Well, he did something wrong.
Oh,
Snarkdacon DM is blocked.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, there's me.
You are officially unblocked.
War
sir.
campaign official. They're blocked. They're gonna stay blocked on mine. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
all right, that's enough.
Cool.
I'm saving that.
That's fun.
And, saving that, we're good to go.
The blockchain says Twitless. That's pretty funny. Yes.
No, I only had about 90 people.
Nice.
It is. Just leave the band situation
Yes.
as is.
Yeah, it's actually funnier. That's the funniest
Mr. Dead in His
situation.
Pocket. So many memories.
I
Hey,
live.
you know what? Mr. Dead in His Pocket, you and your brother. Never mind. We should hook up though soon. Did you lose all Bitcoin? No, funny. I sold my Bitcoin in December. Now I live.
That's
now
me.
is the time. Actually, if you don't mind going in.
Now's the time to buy Bitcoin, right? I mean,
Yes,
I would
yes,
think.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So let me share this. I know I didn't intend for this to be. This is an impromptu stream, so we may be talking about just about whatever the heck I feel like.
We have no
And
topics.
right now, I feel like talking about Bitcoin. So
Okay.
here we are. So this is a thing called Market Cipher on TradingView. This is kind of a tracker. It tracks momentum of the market, money flow, all this kind of stuff, right? You see this great big green dot right here, this gorgeous green dot on this bottom line here, this trend line here.
Okay.
Right? The last time we saw this green dot appear on the weekly candle, that means that the momentum of the market has shifted You see them up here, right? Little green
Okay.
dot, little red dot.
I've
Little
got
green
my
dot.
own kind of graph looking up here. Okay, I see
Okay.
where we're at. 1 year. So we're at lower than 1 year.
No, no, no. Listen, listen. Wait,
Okay.
God,
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
So the little green and red dots, that's when market momentum shifts, right? When it's all the way down here, it's like pushing a balloon underwater, right? It's the further you push it down, the harder it's going to come back up. So this green dot all the way down here, and then confirming on this bar graph on the weekly candle, the last time this happened is if you go all the way back here to December 17th, 2018. That was the bottom of the last bear market. That was the very bottom. And as soon as we hit this, we never came down this low again. We did have this dip over here. This was the COVID black swan event. So COVID, all the markets tanked right here. And that still didn't bring us as low as when we hit this green dot here.
Interesting. I have
Yeah.
a big question here, which I've still can't wrap my head around. So
Yeah.
Bitcoin and all that is supposed to be kind of a hedge against inflation in theory. And I don't understand why it went down with the markets when inflation's so rampant, like in the dollar's becoming such a worthless whatever it is. I'd use other words on my channel, but how does that? Why is that not trending like I think it would?
Because you have people like me and people like that have been in Bitcoin for a while who are true believers in the technology and the space, and they see this as an opportunity to buy, right? And then you have people, which I would think are the majority of the people who have been buying Bitcoin every time it comes on the news. They're like, oh, it's something new to invest in. They just see it as an investment. They don't
Okay.
see it as a safe haven, right? So it's like, as an investment, they see it and they like want to jump in, but when they see that that they're doing what are they, quantitative tightening, and they've stopped the money presses and they're raising interest rates and they're doing all the stuff that's supposed to increase the value of the dollar, they want to pull out of all their investments and put it into the dollar and wait for the market to calm down.
Oh, gotcha. Because okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a
And
comic book artist.
I'm
I
looking
know
at gold
nothing about.
futures, and it looks like gold tanked also, which is kind of silly. You'd think the opposite would be happening there too.
It's a
So,
very confusing and interesting time. You know where you want to be right now?
have you thrown a graph on Bitcoin and gold and seen how it trends in
Bitcoin versus
correlation?
gold. Here,
Yeah.
let me convert this to the full size. Full size. This is the whole history of the Bitcoin market right here.
Okay.
All right. Let's do. I don't know if there is a BTC versus gold.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat mentioned a liquidity issue too. That's true. I'm even having to cash out stocks and stuff like that lately. So
I don't see Bitcoin against gold.
there should be. You know what I'm
Gold
saying?
against Ethereum.
That's interesting too.
Yeah, because
That's
you
kind of
can't.
similar.
It would be similar. Let's try that. Why isn't this going? Oh wait. ETH, gold. Wait, which one is this? Gold, ETH. Uniswap 3 ETH. Let me delete this. Gold, ETH. ETH. Gold wrapped ether. Gold. Oh no, that's gold in Inu. Where's actual gold?
Beef futures. That's funny.
Gold, Midas Touch, wrapped ether, and on Uniswap. Pure gold and wrapped ether. Oh no, that's not enough information to make a chart.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe they might have it on a different chart, but not on TradingView. So, all right, let me.
Was just a just curious thought there. So
I am
interesting.
too.
Yeah.
But yes, that's
Look up
that's where
frozen
I'm
concentrated orange juice.
it's what we call a commodity.
Right. Oh man. So do you think we're in for scary times, or do you think you think it'll all kind of level out and we'll be back to normal?
Well, what does Warren Buffett say about scary times?
I don't know. Something about opportunity, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when people are scared, get greedy. When people are greedy, get scared.
I think the best investment is comic books, personally. So
This is why John is poor, ladies and gentlemen. That is a good segue. I mean, we could continue talking about this because I can talk about this all night.
oh, I know you can. I know, and
I-
everybody here is like, "What the hell had just happened?" But I enjoy
Yes,
learning about
look,
this stuff. So
It's news today. It looks like we're. Oh darn it! Do I have a link to it? I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on. What was it called? Ripaverse.
Ripaverse, is that our news today? Comic books, yes.
This is the news du jour in the comic book world.
I just wrote it up for bounding into comics.
Did you?
So
Did you?
I don't think the article's out yet, but I turned it in.
The news du jour, ladies and gentlemen, is that young Ripa, or Eric D. July, of YouTube fame, has launched a new comic book campaign, a new comic book universe called the Ripaverse. And I don't know how many hours it's been. I know he launched yesterday, right?
He launched this morning, actually.
Oh, he launched this morning.
We are in day one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in
Freaking
day
crazy.
one thus far. And I hear he's been having some sort of issues with not having enough stuff to sell, and then like some of his he's been having technical issues. So it's, he created this is all on his own website. So he didn't go to some, smooth running like Kickstarter or Indiegogo or anything.
I love Kickstarter.
Right. But he's kickstarting this on his own personal website that his own developers made, and
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
pretty
had some
cool.
bugs and some glitches, and yet bugs, glitches, lack of stuff to sell. He's at $874,398.38. John, what do you think about that?
That's freaking crazy. Obviously, we have Ripa's the king of comics at this point, so
He is now the king of crowdfunding.
That's fair.
Let's say, because this is day one of 74. I imagine he's going to make a little more.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan predicted 3 million, and it's definitely trending for at least that. So I could see that happening. He's got a subscriber base of 475,000 subscribers or something like that.
Right.
So he's bigger than all of us combined, and it's going to get real interesting. All of us in Comicsgate, of course, which we're bringing you back to. Yes.
You're so funny, John.
I have to, because Testify HD can't get back into Comicsgate until you get back into Comicsgate, and I have to have him anointed back into Comicsgate posthumously, for his soul. So
you know what? Keeping him out of Comicsgate might save his soul. Well, we mean comics, Jeff. Has Brandon Sanderson done a comic book?
He has, actually, and it's really good.
Shut the hell up.
It's not a crowdfund. It's not a crowdfund comic book, but I'm a big Brandon Sanderson fan. So I know all the lore. But Brandon Sanderson actually, so he writes like a demon out there, which is bad analogy, but he writes pretty fast. And if you know me, I write pretty fast too. But I got nothing on Brandon Sanderson, nothing on him. Yeah. And I followed him back in the day, and he was releasing a bunch of books, like 2 or 3 books a year, and it was like, whoa, how's this guy doing this? Because nobody else in the mainstream publishing industry does that. And he had a bunch of back catalog, and he actually had 2 novels, which were never picked up by publishers and never released. And one of them was called White Sand. And the only way you could get it back in the day was you'd email him. He wasn't as big as he is now. He was pretty approachable back then. And you'd email him, and you'd be like, hey, can I check out I'm a writer, and I want to check out your unpublished novels for, educational purposes. He'd send you actually Word files of those novels. And White Sand was one of them. And eventually, nobody picked it up to be published. I don't know why, but they decided to make a comic out of it. And so I think it's Dynamite, because Dynamite seems to pick up every minor brand, everything that exists out there. They just kind of slurp that up.
You know what?
I don't remember.
The Bell brothers were the ones that got them that contract, because they got them all those author novel novelist author.
Did they?
Contacts, yeah. That was part of their deal.
Let me make sure it's Dynamite. Let's see. White Sand comic. Let me see if it is actually Dynamite. That'd be funny if it is. If it's not, then I'm wrong.
And he turned the last Wheel of Time novel into a triptych, right?
That's right. It is Dynamite. 100. Yep. So there you go. It probably is exactly what you're talking about.
Was, then. Yeah.
So,
That's funny. Rob says he learns more about crypto from Mike than anyone else. Well, there you go. Thank you very much.
There you go.
But don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm
Love Brandon Sanderson. So
yeah. But Brandon Sanderson aside, Young Ripa
is bigger than Brandon Sanderson. No, he's not. But
no, but this is great. This is great for him and great for what he's got really good strong friendships with Gary at Nerdrotic, with Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers, with all these other guys that some he who shall not be named pooped the bed on all those relationships. So
those guys don't like me much either.
YouTube
they don't.
Culture behind you as you're pumping up a comic book.
They're not friendly with me either. So
damn it, John! What did you do?
When The Last Jedi sucked, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the good old days when we were all the Last Jedi sucks, and we all
Wait, which was the Last Jedi? Was that the first one or the third one?
That was the second one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
No, wait.
I don't even remember.
Am I wrong?
Force Awakens.
The Last Jedi. Right? Wasn't The Last Jedi the second one?
Wait, Return of the something. The second one?
No, hold on. I thought The Last Jedi was...
I don't...
Was 8. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so the third... It was The Last Jedi. Was not the last one.
What was the last one?
I forget what the last one was called. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. So that was the good old days. Remember, everybody's making videos about The Last Jedi. It's going through the roof. Ethan was burning dolls and destroying them on channel. Everybody was happy. And that was that. And so, of course, that's when Nerdrotic and all them were kind of... They had their high council and all that whatever going on at the time.
Yeah.
Now,
what
happened?
I went on Geeks and Gamers.
You did?
I told them that I liked Luke's story arc in that movie.
Oh, God. Really, Mike? You didn't... were you trolling?
I'm on this channel. And because
you were trolling.
No, I was not. Because I'll say it right now. The Last Jedi was great.
Yes, we're back in 2018, my friends.
I'm not going to say hated, but I couldn't stand Luke. He's a freaking whiny brat from the first movie, right?
100%.
In this, he's, however he got there, whether or not it was legitimate or not, he got to a point where he was in absolute destitution and lost all of his faith and all of that stuff. And quite frankly, when he utters the words, the Jedi, it's time for that Jedi to end. Hell yeah, it was. The Jedi was a horrible political freaking monastery type thing that's
an interesting take. Yeah,
it's terrible that like the Jedi, because I read quite a few of the novels, right? So the Jedi, like 1,000 years before they became the Jedi Council and all of that crap, they were more like gray Jedi, but they were Jedi, right? And then you had the Sith, which generally are bad, and you have that dichotomy. But dude, you don't freaking force people into these. You can't have any attack. You can't mourn the loss of your mother, or you're not a good Jedi. Shut up. What is wrong with you freaking people? Right? You can't have any attachment.
Okay.
What is this stupidity? It's just...
I get your criticisms of the Jedi Order, but...
Okay. Then that all aside, Luke, if you take all the bitterness and all that other crap out of it, Luke is the only one with like the hero's journey story in that movie. And that's the first time he has that journey, really, in my opinion.
What are you talking about? That's the whole deal. The whole trilogy was his hero's journey, like, originally. That was the deal. He got trained by Gandalf. Gandalf died, and then he went and defeated and slayed the bad guys. Like, that's what he did.
Okay, truest words spoken in Return of the Jedi. I'm gone for a little bit. Everyone's got delusions of grandeur. Luke didn't go for 2.5 weeks and freaking become a Jedi, bro. He didn't freaking or whatever, however long it was. And we discover this later, but it's absolutely true because Yoda's the one that says it. And this totally turned into a stupid Star Wars stream.
It's 2018 again. Yes.
Some of us were actually fans of this crap. Did you ever see this? Like my prized autograph.
Oh wow! Look at that, fancy.
Right.
Cool.
This is Han Solo, obviously. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher.
I guess if you're gonna do that, I guess if you're gonna show that, I'm gonna show the chat my big Ditko. So. There you go. It's really big. So this is my big Ditko. So, as you can see.
Do you also have a giant size man thing?
No, I just have this.
Oh, okay.
So.
Dang.
I'm a Ditko guy, on
60-pound gloss paper.
Yeah, this is a 25-pound book, so it's
it's an ordeal. You could Bible bash somebody with that stuff.
I do have a giant Bible too. I have a pulpit Bible that's like original 1600s King James. That's giant. It's great. So yeah,
Mike, you always have interesting takes since the Batman. Oh yeah, I've got all kinds of. I hated the 1989 Batman movies too.
Really?
But anyway, let's get back to where was it? So yeah.
Oh yeah. So what was I talking about? My Geeks and Gamers thing. So this is where I went with this. So they all hated The Last Jedi, right?
All right.
They all hated it. And they just went off on it over and over and over and over again. It's the worst. Star Wars bad. Kathleen Kennedy, SJWs, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, Sheldon. Well, I'm glad you admit that on the stream. So they did that, and then the one after that came out, the Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
And like immediately, I see them posting their tickets for opening night. We're so excited. We got our tickets. We're all going. We're gonna see it again. Like, and I'm just like, you just said this movie was the worst thing ever for 2 years, and then you go buy opening night tickets and you're posting about it like it's the best thing ever. What kind of weird simps are you?
Until they see it.
Yeah. So and I was like, this is hypocrisy because look, I'm crapping on Thor: Love and Thunder, right? And I looked at it and I saw that they're putting the My Two Dads into it and King Valkyrie and all the garbage that like they're pushing the LGBTQ global homo agenda now, right? And what am I going to do? I saw that. I make a video about it and I warn everybody about it. Do I go see it so I can do a review of it and talk about it and all? No, of course not. I'm not going to go pay them to go see that. It's crazy.
I bit the bullet and went and watched Captain Marvel so that no one else had to. I got free tickets. I'll admit.
Okay, there you go. See? So, so they did that and they just simp over this stuff.
Hold on.
Okay. We're holding. Hi, chat. What's going on, Amit? Vailned, Pepe, Vic, Sheldon.
I'm streaming.
A fuzzy creature.
Could you go turn the AC down a little bit?
What?
72. It's a little warm in here. I actually do want to see Thor: Love and Thunder.
Why?
Thus far, I have enjoyed every single one of Taika Waititi's movies.
Okay.
Has there been one that you haven't liked?
No, but I'm certain this one is a problem. It's problematic, as they say.
Yeah, but you know what? If I spent my time trying to avoid everything that was stupid on TV, I would just never watch it.
I'm just avoiding the gay stuff at this point, so I'm done with it. If it's there, I don't want it. I'm
so glad. Freaking PayPal still has the rainbow on their thing. For every time I freaking buy something, a little rainbow pops up in my.
Still, it's not even Pride Month anymore. It's MAGA Month.
I guess they're just gay now.
Yeah. Peter Thiel is, he is.
That's right. Amit. Jojo Rabbit was good. I really enjoyed that movie. hold on. There
So
was a question.
I made videos mocking them is what it came down to, and then the Snyderverse thing came down, and then they were simping over him, and then he did that whole disavow thing, and then they retorted with the whole like, we're actually more diverse than Hollywood. We got gay and trans geeks and gamers, and they did that, and then I called them a brand after that because all they care about is my brand. They have no principles, just my brand. And
Well, I
so
mean, look,
they hate me from that point. So, and I'm right. That's
people. I don't think they're not as socially conservative as we are, right? I don't know which of us is more socially conservative, but
let's fight.
we are, and they're not. They're like they're mad at stuff, but they're not like. And you know what? I don't have any problem having gay friends and whatever. It's not an issue to me, but it's pushing this crap on the agenda, and they always think there's no agenda. It's just what we just tolerate us. It,
I don't want to be diet Hollywood. Like, I mean, that's not why I'm here.
I just it's hard to try to formulate all of this stuff because it has been. Look, man, I talked to my friend in high school, and he's like, getting down on me for my opinions on this stuff, and I'm like, Donnie, I'm like, brother, if I told you when we were in high school that in 30 years the Supreme Court is going to be arguing about letting grown men into women's bathrooms with little girls, you would say I'm a conspiracy theory. Yet
yes.
Here we are. That's what I mean by the agenda.
It's shifted fast. It really did.
Yeah, the slippery slope is pretty much jump off the freaking Empire State Building at this point.
But there's one man who can change that all, and he's got a big dick coat too. His name's Clarence Thomas. Thank you, Clarence Thomas. Yes.
You're skimming that swear jar, buddy. I know you're doing it on purpose. Fuzzy Creature says they don't have your principles, right? And they
don't.
Okay, I don't. But here's the thing: we all have our own lines in the sand, right? So I'm not going to say you're being a hypocrite because your line in the sand is over here when mine is over here.
Yeah, I draw the line at the my brand thing. Sorry, my brand. Yeah, well, once you get into that sort of stuff, like
example,
you're just
Jeremy.
like,
I mean, when I was going to be on Geeks and Gamers, when I was going to be a member of Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy talked to me about that, and he's like, we're very open. We have, a variety of people of all different political and sexual persuasions or whatever. And it's like, if you don't think that's a problem, no, I don't have any problem with that at all. This is your business, this is what you're doing. If I'm on here, I'm representing Christ in my way, just the same way. Odin, is it Odin? I think it's Odin, right? I can't remember.
Who?
They've got another Christian guy that goes on there all the time.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Odin. Why am I drawing a blank on this? Anyways, we all come with our perspectives, and I'm not, as long as you don't sit there and try to tell me to back down from what I believe. Freedom of speech. God bless you. Go do whatever you want to do.
That's fair. They just hate me because I made fun of that.
As like,
that's all.
We are the conservative brand of entertainment. They're just
no, but like and this comes back to the You Boys Act thing and this too. All these guys were lifted up as conservative alternatives. The reason they exist is because conservatives are just itching for that, and they are part of the culture war as much as they want to pretend they're like skirting the line or whatever. Like their whole fandoms are owed to the culture war. Now, Eric July is a little different in that he is openly just like, yes, I'm 100% in on the culture war, and that's why I support him, right? Yeah. And so that's kind of where my line is. It's like, are you actually with us in this, or are you? And if you're sitting there equivocating because you won't, at the end of the day, want to be accepted by Kathleen Kennedy or Marvel or whatever, you're really not on the team. And that, and I reserve the right to make fun of that. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with it. I mean, like I said, they do what they do. They all have different perspectives. They're not, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Jeremy's, I don't even know what he believes in. Right. But when you believe in God,
I think he's on the team.
Bible,
I don't know.
think. I mean, he's not a Christian. Not that I know.
He's not.
I'm fairly certain he's not. Although I don't think
I
he's
don't
even
know.
talked about her like publicly or anything. So I don't even want to say that for sure. But I'm personal opinion, pretty sure he's not. I've
Okay.
never heard him like, yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure he's not. And then I don't know what, look, I don't want to sit here and just, I don't pick apart other people's beliefs. It's
That's fair.
pretty obvious. Yeah, it's Odin. He's a Christian. Okay. So,
There
right.
you go. Cool.
And then because I've heard Jeremy be like, here we have the Christian, the Christian perspective from Odin or whatever. It's like, we do have this perspective, but I don't know. Should we not just hold hands on the stuff we do agree on, or you just want, if you don't agree with me on everything, then I don't want to stand with you. That's
No,
not,
I don't like the purity testing stuff either.
yeah.
Like I said, just when I saw that level of like, let's go buy tickets to the devil right after they built their entire brand on crapping on that, right? Like
Right.
it just reeks of being what bothers me is it reeks of being disingenuous. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me.
Devil's
Yeah.
advocate for this position. I would not want to hear the opinion of someone who didn't see the thing that were criticizing.
But the way the internet works right now, you can get enough clips and evidence of, Thor: Love and Thunder having two gay rock dudes that you can show that exists in the movie, and therefore you don't need to see it. Yes, yeah, yeah. They talk about being my dad's plural. Yeah, it's really cringy.
Human. So it's like
Okay,
maybe they're
okay.
like seahorses, right? Are you anti seahorse?
You know what
now,
they're
John?
doing. You know what they're trying to do.
Earthworm? Because
Yes.
they're hermaphrodites.
Yes. Destroy all the degenerate earthworms. Yes.
Oh my gosh, Earthworm Jim is a hermaphrodite.
Oh.
I
Oh
never
no,
even thought
Doug.
about it.
Doug, no.
Bro, what are you doing? Thought you were with us.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
so
But that's it. That's what I just find that kind of ridiculous. And like I would from my perspective, like I said, I'm gonna find out the evidence of it beforehand. And the reason I want to look at the evidence of it before I even go see it is because I got little kids that want to watch this stuff, and I want to make sure that they're not propagandized by this, because the kids are the ones. We're obviously not gonna, if I go see that, I'm not gonna suddenly like be like, oh yes, let's make all of society gay. Yay! I'm not going to do that, right? But an 8-year-old seeing that might not even comprehend it and just like see the imagery and just like 10 years later just know that imagery equal good, right? And that's the problem. So, and this stuff is marketed towards 8-10-year-olds, even though it's PG-13. It really is. So let's be honest.
In that sort of a general sense, I mean, you can definitely speak up and make the point that's like, I'm not going to go see Lightyear, right?
Me either. Yeah.
Right, and
it's my biggest video now, Mike. I've got like 50,000 views on my gay Lightyear video. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how that happened.
See, but that's the thing. It's like, man, you wouldn't want to go watch Siskel and Ebert, and they're like, I didn't watch it, but I heard and I saw these couple clips, and this looks like a pretty stupid thing. But the particular points, yeah, I'm not going to go watch Lightyear because of that. And because I think, man, I was just so pissed that they didn't use
Tim Allen. Yeah,
Tim Allen.
They should have. Yeah, that was their first virtue signal in that, and that's what I care about. I care about the virtue signaling of them saying they hate me and my family, and it's like, no, I'm not going to give you money. That's not going to work. So
yeah.
Enjoy your woke audience.
So
you're going to see it.
I am going to see.
I didn't convince Mike, guys. I tried to save him. I tried to save him.
Bro, no, because all right, here's the thing with me. Until you actually break your track record with me, it's just like Rian Johnson, right? I loved all of Rian Johnson's movies.
Oh, they were great, all of them.
So that's why I was so stoked, and that's why I even convinced myself that I wasn't understanding some of the stuff in that movie that I thought
you were
hinky,
understanding it.
but yeah, ultimately I was understanding. It's not his genre. Let's say that.
You also got to think about like how much control did he really have over it? Because Disney with their Star Wars stuff has a whole board going in there going, you must do this and push this button, and it's
by committee.
And they all feel like that. So I don't know. I don't know how much blame really lies with him. So.
But same thing with Taika Waititi. so far, spot
Yeah.
on track record with me. So if this is the one that screws the pooch, then so be it. But we'll see.
It will be, and I've got a 5-minute video that says so without seeing it.
Gary Shipman, how dare you?
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna get a call from Doug.
Gary getting into controversy. Oh boy.
I
Yes.
know, right?
When I think Gary Shipman, I think controversy. So,
the new Thor is garbage, says Vimri.
there you go.
And Jeff Potts, just to show that he doesn't know what the hell he's ever talking about.
Oh no, Jeff.
The
Jeff.
prequels were a masterful stroke of filmology.
It did actually like invent a lot of cinematography tricks that like are now used regularly, but I don't think that was a good thing. I actually like not having a lot of CGI around, and I think that was one of the nice redeeming parts of Top Gun, the new one, was that,
that was great.
you actually had real film. It wasn't all just the CGI stuff flying all over your face.
Yeah,
Elvis, beautiful movie.
Did you see Elvis?
No, I haven't seen Elvis.
So good. But I'm a huge Baz Luhrmann fan too.
So my good friend Ethan Van Sciver did not like Elvis. So I don't know, but he said it was kind of like a cuck Elvis movie.
A cuck Elvis movie?
Yeah, that it was like a Priscilla, like she was trying to make it really all about her, and like Elvis really was looking emasculated throughout the entire movie. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Okay.
And I don't care what EBS says. Who knew?
No way.
Top Gun CGI was great when used. The SU-57 was computer generated.
Yeah, it was sparing though. I don't know what an SU-57 is, but
did you see? I'm gonna try to find this thing I saw on Facebook today that was just really cool. That kind of plays in exactly what we're talking about. I think I shared it, so give me a second. It was about the matte paintings in Star Wars. And how...
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that on Facebook?
No, but I knew that like they used a ton of paintings back in the day to make all their sort of backgrounds. Pretty cool. So did Star Trek did that all the time too.
Well, that was movies back then.
Yeah. I kind of like the look of that and the aesthetic of it, to be honest.
Let's see if I can find the video, because
while Mike's looking for that video, everybody make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, and somebody who's got the thing, put John's project up there. John, talk about your project while I'm looking at it.
Oh, cool. Hi, I'm John Delarose. I'm a sci-fi writer, and if you are looking for an alternative to something like Star Wars, you should check out my Overmind on Kickstarter right now. And this actually, I owe Edwin a little bit for this idea, believe it or not. And so not for the story idea or anything like that. It's really a story idea about how algorithms and social media manipulate us and brainwash us. And of course, this AI is taking over a galactic scene. And of course, they have to fight the AI. But what Edwin did for me is he always told me that I should be writing novels to go along with the comics in the same properties. And he said, you got to try that because you've got a novel reading audience, you've got a comic reading audience, see if you can bring them both together. So what I did for this special, and this is the first time I've ever tried this, I don't know anybody else who's really done this for a property, is I've made a novel and a comic in the same universe with the same characters, different stories. That way people can really dive into the world building with the novel. You can dive into the art with the comic, whatever you like prefer, you can check out. And of course you can get both and really get a beautiful tapestry of a world. And it's working so far. So we're at $21,000 as of tonight.
All right,
and this is my second most successful campaign ever. Appreciate you guys.
What was it called again?
Overmind on Kickstarter. I'll put it in the private chat.
Oh, you did?
Here you go. I haven't yet, but here it is.
Yeah, because nobody posted it, John. None of my people are posting.
I don't think. Do you even have mods in here? I don't know. The Jannies are asleep. Everybody.
Oh yeah, Jeff's there. Fly Fox is there.
Bring back the sniper. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, Gary Shipman starting drama with me in the chat. Thanks, Mike.
You got it, buddy.
Cool.
For this commercial interruption, I want to share screen and share audio so that I can just switch to the other one. There you go.
Hey, look at that. Sweet. So there we are. I got a cover by Aaron Lapresti.
Excuse me, it's the great
Aaron Lapresti. And I read his Garbage Man earlier this year. I really liked it. He did a good job with that.
Awesome.
So I like Aaron quite a bit. Do you know actually who told me to hire Aaron? Yeah, it's a Comic Pro famous. You know this person. This will be your hint, and you're never gonna guess it. It's very bizarre. And yeah,
Jim Lee.
No, I don't talk to Jim Lee. Does not talk to me.
I don't know what Comic Pros you actually know, dude.
You don't know which Comic Pros I actually know?
I know you know Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan didn't tell me either. It was actually, believe it or not, Gail Simone told me to hire him.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So Aaron drew Gail Simone's Wonder Woman, if you guys don't know. And he drew Wonder Woman for a lot of issues. Beautiful stuff. He really made that run. And I was very happy to be able to work with him. Gail messaged me. She said, look, this Aaron Lapresti guy, he's a Christian. He's always looking for work. He's a really great guy, really good artist, and he aligns with your beliefs perfectly. You should look into him and see if you can work with him. And so because of that, I ended up hiring Aaron Lapresti. That's the story here.
Yeah, it's almost as if she's a human being, huh?
Yeah, no, she really is. She's very different on her social media presence than she is privately. It's very interesting.
Yeah, but dude, that's
everybody.
That's the nature of social media. It brings out the absolute. I don't even want to say the worst, the most diametric positions people have.
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
Like, yeah, it's like what are you putting out there? And then that's the stuff that it's bait, right?
Yeah. Oh, it totally is. And I bait people.
I mean, especially for me. I bait the hell out of it.
You do. No. We love it. Mike and I kind of have
ranch dressing and just throw it out there.
We have similar trolling styles.
Yes.
And I think that's made us headbutt at times because we're always feeling out whether we're actually trolling or not because we're both very dry, when we do it.
Well, no, we have this conversation in public about why I was very, very displeased on a personal level as a fellow believer, right? It was that I didn't agree with how you would respond to things because I didn't think that was the way that someone who believes as we do should, and that's where the conflict was. But as we do, we resolve.
We fixed everything.
Yes.
So it's great. And that's actually what we're supposed to do. That's right. That's what we're called to do.
Right.
So
you take it offline and you have a conversation and you discuss things.
That's right.
Weird.
So we got Aaron. I've got a wonderful Christian conservative lady who has been in the comic industry for 40 years doing the interiors. She's going under a pseudonym for good reason, so she doesn't torture career over me. Right. And and yet she'll make some good money off this. So she's a great lady, and she's been in other publications you probably know that are top tier. And so we're really firing on all cylinders here. I'm very happy that people are discovering this. What I'm going for is, a lot of comics it's all about regressing to the 90s. And to me, the 90s still were influenced by
trash.
I would say
trash.
Yeah, trash. I would say like the degenerate culture started then, really. Yeah. Really pushing into things. And so I look at things and I try to go back even further than that. You saw my Ditko and all that, but I'm really into like golden and silver age stuff. So we wanted to present that like 50s aesthetic, like when things were kind of still pure in fiction. I just got this, Mike. I know you're kind of a comic history aficionado.
You can't hear him, but yeah, the 80s for me. 80s, I'm all about the 80s.
And I think we got an 80s sort of, I'd say heavy metal 2000 AD aesthetic on the interiors here. But I just got this. This is Terry and the Pirates. Have you ever read this?
No, I have not.
This is like one of the original comic strips from like the 30s that really got
the newspaper
comics
strips, right?
going. Yeah. And it's just like, I've heard this is the best stuff.
That's how comics started, guys. They were all in the newspapers, and then they started compiling them into monthly pamphlets, and that's how comics actually were born in America.
So we got, yeah, this was 1934. Flash Gordon was appearing around that time. So our influences here, I'd say, are Flash Gordon. It's Valerian, the or the French comic. Have you read Valerian before?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh my gosh, that's
That's the one
70s and 80s.
the movie is based on.
Yeah, the movie is not a good representation of the comic.
Freaking weird.
The book's weird too. Like Valerian, we like Mobius and the Inkall and all that, and of course Mike Barron's Nexus. Those are the types of things we're trying to like bring back the aesthetic. Weird science from, of course, the EC era also. So I'm really trying to bring it back to like a purer time. I feel like that's what we're going for. So I hope you'll check it out, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
You know what? This was such a great like pause and segue. I actually didn't even feel uncomfortable pitching a book.
Thank you.
I usually am so like, I don't know. To me, it feels like you grind the tempo of a conversation down when you just start pitching a book, right?
Yeah.
But I felt like that was actually good entertainment.
Vailnut's got a great comment and that I would like to clarify then. I called the Inkall degenerate. It is. So story-wise, the Inkall is degenerate. And because it's got that like, it's the French secular humanism element to things. Like a European secular humanism that it's got a lot of like prostitutes and things like that and drug use in it. And of course I don't have that in here, but Mobius's art style, with the intricate backgrounds, the really cool different spaceships and things like that. That's what I'm trying to I'd say bring out in terms of influence here. So hey Edwin, how you doing? I was just giving you credit for helping me out here, Edwin, even though you didn't know it.
Jump in. You know how to get in here if you got time.
Sweet.
But
it can really be 2018. Come in, Edwin.
let's get back real quick because I wanted to get back to this little snippet because I just thought it was really cool. And I kind of had to go back and pause it and replay this thing because it really, the matte painting stuff that we were talking about earlier, it really, your brain just accepts it more than like all this 3D stuff that was developed for the Phantom Menace. So let's just watch this little clip. Hopefully I won't get struck, but I don't think I will. And if I do, whatever.
Scenes. It depicts the Imperial docking bay at the Death Star. Now, in the completed film, this gap down here was filled with live-action footage of Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader surrounded by stormtroopers.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Dude,
so cool.
It never freaking dawned on me however many times I've watched that all of those people were matte paintings.
I would have never thought that either. That's amazing.
Right? But yeah, as you watch the whole, you'll see like, I'll just play it. It's crazy.
Now, seeing this picture in the flesh is obviously exceptionally exciting. But I'm above all struck by how handmade it seems. This picture wasn't painted onto some professional matte painting material because they didn't exist at the time. It was painted, believe it or not, onto a glass shower screen that the artist had purchased from a nearby hardware store.
Wow, no way.
No, look at this.
How painterly it is. Look, for instance, how the soldiers become more and more sketchy as they recede into the distance until right at the end, all they are is just a few dots and dashes. And down here, the shine on that polished floor has been brushed in so loosely that it's difficult to believe we were ever deceived by it. And yet, all the evidence suggests that looser, more painterly, more sketchy matte paintings are a more convincing illusion than more precise digital ones because they far better simulate the way that we actually look at the world.
Isn't that crazy?
I agree with that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, they looped it again, but yeah, now I'm like, because I don't know, man, the sections, and even looking at it, when I was looking at it on the screen, I'm like, that it looks so painted.
Yeah.
But then when they play it, it just, I don't know, it mind messes with you or something.
Now, thinking about that, does that change the way you think about doing backgrounds and focal points and things like that as an artist, or do you already kind of have a technique like involved with that, or what's that mean to you?
I tend to try to give more attention to the focal point stuff, but at the same time, I'm kind of a detail whore. So I like just detailing the crap out of everything. But yeah, as I go back in a drawing here, let me find something that I can pull up and show. But I was not prepared for this kind of inquisition.
That was a good interview question, wasn't it?
Yeah. If we were editing this into an actual show, it'd be let's see, there's the Lone Star. Lone Star. Mind of the Monster. So I
Lone Star Squadron! Ho! That's in case Edwin doesn't come on. Now you got the experience. So.
All right, so for example, something like this. Can I zoom in here? Right? It's like I obviously on the front stuff, I'm gonna draw every link in the chainmail, right? But as I go further and further back, right, you lose.
Oh, I see it. You did. You did exactly like the painting.
I did.
Cool.
I did. So
is this the Shadiversity book?
No, this is Lone Star 3.
This is Lone Star 3? Wow, cool.
Yeah, this is the story behind Svarog. So this is young Svarog in 12th century Well, he was in the Golden Horde. So
okay,
it's a whole story, John. I had a history and all of this stuff. So
you can still do it, Mike.
Yes. So I'm just waiting for my mother flipping colorist, dude. I've had the
Mike. Me too. Same thing.
Yeah.
So you remember Flying Sparks from back at our 2018 days. So I've got one volume left to finish that story, and I had issue 13 finished last year, which I do 3 issues per volume, like roughly. And issue 14 we started. I've been waiting on a 22-page color job for 7+ months. I don't know what it is with colorists.
Dude, okay, so my first colorist, first of all, took mother flipping forever to get me pages. The pages they turned in, I'm like, what happened? This was my previous colorist from my first 2 issues. And
which those look good. Like, there was nothing wrong with those.
Good. Yeah, and I'm like, are you like just... So I couldn't. So I fired him, and I got this other colorist, and then they, again, were taking just mother flipping forever. They had excuses and all this stuff, but they just kind of disappeared, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like almost for a year they have disappeared. I've talked to them recently, and they're like, "Do you still want me to do it?" I'm like, "Dude, I already hired somebody else."
I've had similar experiences. Colors are the worst. Yeah,
the third guy gets in a freaking accident with his kid, and so I can't be like, well,
a bizarre gardening accident.
Yeah, no, it was a car accident, and he posted it on Facebook. He's a kid's in the hospital and stuff.
Oh, geez.
And so I can't be like, yeah, I don't care. Get the book done or you're fired. But at this point, it's been a couple months since that, and I'm like, you better turn something in, dude.
Okay,
seriously.
what's the statute of limitation for accident?
I know,
and not being able to work.
He's like the flats are done. I'll get you pages like really, really soon.
I've heard that story before too.
Oh my gosh,
the flats are done. It's like, okay, give me the flats. I'll have somebody else do it. Jeez, I've been there.
Seriously, if he just got me all the flats, which by the way, I can get flats done for like $15 a page.
Yeah, it's not hard to get flats done.
I can poke around on this for a half an hour a day and get it done faster.
It's true. Yeah. Man, Gary Shipman's never going to let me live down that sniper. And I don't know if I made the right decision on that or not. This goes back to 2018 also, Mike.
What is the sniper? What am I?
So Gary did my cover for Flying Sparks Volume 2, which is beautiful. I love Gary's art a lot.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yeah. And so we got the colors, and Brett Smith did the colors, and I love Brett's work too. And I was a little like, there's a shadow of a sniper on a car hood, and it was throwing me off. I didn't feel like it like matched the up above perspective properly. Like I would look at it and it was like I was hemming and hawing a lot, like whether it bothered me or not. And eventually I just had Brett edit it out because I thought, you know what, realistically, we're not going to see the sniper from here, in terms of the shadow, and we edited it out. And Gary's been very upset artistically that we edited that out ever since.
Wow.
I might eventually just like put out a new version with the sniper in it, just to make Gary happy. So yeah.
You can just go ahead and apologize right now, John.
I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry.
He has to forgive you. It's in the Bible.
The cover's on eBay. Is it actually? Might be. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go. All right. Well, cool. Let's see. That's an hour.
That's it. Okay, bye.
That's an hour.
I stream for 3-4 hours now. I've learned from my good friend Ethan Van Sciver how to stream, and I'm doing 3-hour streams now. It's really not good for working.
No. I may actually sit down and try to get some work done tonight because
I should have been writing instead of doing this.
Procrastinator.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I'm a workaholic. Usually it's like I get to the table and I just want to get stuff done. Today, I wanted to take my kids to the pool because it's like I didn't see these guys all weekend because we were in Vegas, and I only went with me, my wife, and my daughter to the Metaverse Expo, which was very cool.
Nice. Are you still in lovely California?
Yes, I still am in
Me
San
too,
Diego.
my friend.
Yes.
Oh,
cool. Drake Tungsten says Overmind is great, guys. I can confirm. So let's.
Thanks, Drake.
You know what? Where the hell did I put Overmind? There it is. We're gonna wrap this up, but I am gonna let John give one more ballyhoo about his books before we nope out. So
excellent, my friends. What we got here is a 66-page science fiction graphic novel that will bring you back to like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We got lots of classic influences in this. And if you love classic comics, if you love storytelling the way that it used to be when you have a full, complete story in a book, remember those days? Then you'll absolutely love this. So this is about a secret agent of the Terran Imperium, and she is tasked to go to a rogue planet where there's some problems developing, and everybody's being brainwashed by artificial intelligence into rebelling against the Imperium. It is my subtle-ish commentary on the way that social media brainwashes us into our little tribes to fight each other and all that. And that's what goes on here. So she has to actually engage this AI, break into virtual reality, and have this like big science fiction epic. So we're bringing that all back.
That is why she's a redhead, because she's actually Gail Simone.
Yes, it's my nod to Gail. Yes, no, I put in a redhead because of the whole ginger replacement thing in Hollywood. I figured the answer to that is to make a redheaded hero.
So and again, if this is ever adapted into the film, Zenyatta will be playing the lead role.
That's exactly who I said I would want for this, 100%. I thought about doing that, Mike. I thought about because I'm a troll too. I thought about finishing my Flying Sparks Volume 5 and suddenly the hero's black. But I'm not that mean to my audience. I am a little mean to my audience. She goes through not that mean.
A rainbow portal.
Yes, a rainbow portal.
Comes out the other side and she's a black woman.
It's amazing.
What happened?
What a great idea. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing story idea. I'm totally going to run with that at some point. But yes. So this is it. It's on Kickstarter for 11 days. There's no in-demand or anything like that. Kickstarter is its own thing, and once it's done, it's done. I am banned from Indiegogo. So if you're an Indiegogo loyalist, they banned me because Liam Gray false reported me 5 times for DMCA, claiming I stole his characters. So that's where I'm at these days.
How dare you steal his characters, John?
I'm good, Liam.
All right, well, yeah, everyone do go out and back. If you love comic books, and John does know how to write, so get out there. Obviously, Aaron regular on this channel. He's here probably once or twice a month on our Wednesday night stream. So
What a nice
you
guy.
guys know Aaron. Yes, he's a good friend.
I like Shelly too.
And Shelly. And so, yes, do pick it up. And other than that, God bless us, everyone. Say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.